Well, hey guys, I'm coming to you with a video of one of my poems, and I am going to have this on Instagram, but of course I'm going to have to find a way to make it shorter on Instagram. It's a lot of words, and I don't know if I'll be able to fit it all in. But this one's going to be probably for my Facebook and maybe for my YouTube as well. So, but it's about my father. You guys know I'm actually home now. I just went over, I'm kind of taking care of my father, but there are a lot of people around him, family, my cousins and, stuff like that, and he's soon going to go home to be with his sisters, who are in another part of the town where I live. So, but right now he's very ill, and so I wanted to make this video to remember him and just to tell you a little bit about my father. So let's hope I don't go too long talking about it. But anyways, I created this poem called Thoughts of My Father. And it was written 3/30/2019. That's actually when I started writing it. I actually did not finish writing it until today, which is 3/31/2019. So I just actually finished Sunday today writing this. Sorry. However, this is by me, Desiree, aka Poetic Flower. And this is like the picture of my father. This is my daddy. So I wrote on here, "Thank you, Dad, for all of the sacrifices you made for me as your only child. I love you, Des." And my dad never called me Desiree at all. And he called me a different name. My family calls me a different name other than Desiree. But, you guys know me by Desiree. That was just my first name. So that's why I always use Desiree. Because everybody, that's my first name. And everyone knows that name. So, anyways, but my family calls me by my middle name. So, this is his brother. They were actually only like 11 months apart. They were not actually a whole year apart. So, like when they were together, sometimes people would think that they maybe were twins or something like that. But, they actually weren't, and they were 11 months apart. And they don't look exactly alike, but they look a whole lot alike. And all of my dad's siblings look a lot alike. He only has 2 sisters, and he had a lot of brothers. So, my uncle here and my dad, they were kind of like close. Since they were close in age, so they hung out a lot. But this was a hat club they had, and I put that up there. It says a picture of my dad's hat club that he was a part of, and I think it was maybe in the 60s, I believe. I'm not really sure, but that's why I like black and white photography, because looking back on some of my dad's old photos and stuff, I really love the black and white look, and that's why you'll notice on some of my social medias I have black and white photos, and it's because my father, so that's the reason why. And I did put here in the caption, says my dad's brother and my uncle. Yeah, so I do have a picture of my dad's mom and my grandfather, but I'm not quite home yet. I'm in my second home, which is where I was born. This is where I'm hanging out now with my father in the Midwest. It's in the Midwest, so yeah, I don't have all those pictures here. They're actually at home, but yeah, one day I'll post of my grandmother and my grandfather. All right, guys, I'm just rambling. I don't know. Kind of rambling along because there's so much I want to say, but I just can't get all the words out tonight. But I want to go ahead and just make this read this poem to you. So let's get into it. It says, "Alone with my thoughts, while thoughts of my father run through my head like a picture of me to see. Memories of when I was 5 years old and he took me to see his job and spent a lot of time with me. It was one of the most magical moments of my life to this day. I just keep crying, both with a little sadness and a lot of happiness, because at least the memories are here to stay. Thoughts of coming home from college by train or airplane to visit him, and how happy he was to see me. He would tell me that I must do better than him, because each generation must be better than the past generation was allowed to ever be. I would always laugh and say, 'Daddy, I can never be better than you and Mom.' He said, 'I mean that I just want you to work hard and enjoy life while you are still young.' These thoughts and long talks with my father will always stay in my mind, as my father was truly one of a kind. Alone with my thoughts, and my dad is still on my mind. trying to be calm and let my thoughts unwind. I hope I continue to make him proud with every life goal he had for me fulfilled. Protect my father's soul, dear God, with your angels as his shield. All right, guys, of course, again, it was written by me, Desiree, Poetic Flower for Life. And I just thank you guys for listening. And as I go through the process of dealing with everything that's going on with my father, it makes me want to cry a lot. But I know I have to be happy, because you know what? You have to celebrate the happiness of someone's life. You cannot dwell on the sadness, but to remember the happiness. You know, that's what they would want you to do. And that's what I'm trying to do. And it was great hanging out with my dad today, even though he's not well. And just to see him for these moments that I still have left, these little moments, I want to remember him. All right, guys, I love you. Love you, Daddy. I always love you. All right, bye, guys. Have a good day. Smooches.